Hi everyone, this is Manoj, your German coach. So, this live session is going to be for those who could not attend our free German sessions during the weekdays and for those who wish to practice again. And again, the main agenda or main reason behind today's session is to clear your doubts and queries which all of you would be having from your sessions which you have attended so far. So first of all, I would like to thank my trainers Sonali Sharma and Ritisha Arora for being with me on this assignment or with this project, which is to conduct free sessions for all those who are having some financial crunch or who are willing to learn but they have challenges. So my big kudos to both of them, Sonali Sharma and Ritisha Arora. We'll start with the mails which we have received as far as the queries are concerned. So Satish Mishra, or we'll do one thing. As of now, there are 4 participants who are watching, and thank you very much for joining in, all of you. We'll start sharp at 12:05. We'll wait for another 2 minutes for more participants, and we'll continue. So the main agenda is to clear your doubts, queries, the questions which you have in mind, and of course to do a quick recap of the content which you have studied during the week with Sonali and Ritisha. All right, we'll wait for another 2 minutes, then we'll continue. By the time, if you have any question in mind, you have all the right to ask questions in the chat box. Please ask question in the chat box in case you have. Any question would be answered instantly. So I'm there for you for next 3 hours wherein I am going to cover the content which you have learned during the week with Sonali and Ritisha and to answer all your questions, doubts, everything you have so far. You may please answer. And of course, please, those who are watching may please write down their names in the chat box so that I come to know who is attending, who is not. I request you to please write down your names in the chat box. Hi Karthik, thank you for being with me, Karthik. I can see the number has increased to 7, which is good. Please write down your names in the chat box which you have, and in case you have any query, doubt, question, you may please ask me instantly. So the basic agenda today, as said, I am going to repeat this one to address your questions, to answer your question answers, to clear your doubts, queries, and of course to do a quick revision of everything you have learned during the week with Sonali and Ritisha. I am sure they have been doing wonderful job till now. I have seen them, and yeah, they are superb, I should say. Both of them possess a decent language skills. Please write down your names in the chat box. And I again would like to thank everyone to spare your time in the weekend, especially on Sunday, which is the time which is the only day we have to revise or to take rest. And I should say, one should take Sunday a day off to spend your time with your parents. Hi Kripanshu, thank you for acknowledging. You're mentioning your name. So Kripanshu, there is one more candidate who is going to join like you are. So in this session, hi Bhavesh, thank you. I'm doing good. Bhavesh, thank you for acknowledging and asking. So Kripanshu, there are going to be a couple of more participants who will be attending the session. Who would be attending? I'm not sure they are going to be, but who would be attending the session? And it is an opportunity for you to practice or to revise everything, learn everything from the scratch, to be part of the ongoing batch from Monday onwards, from tomorrow onwards. So as of now, I have Karthik, Kripanshu, and Bhavesh with me. Those who have joined just now, I request again to please mention your name. It will be helpful for me to be with you, to be connected with you during the session. So 3 hours we are going to talk, and this is our agenda. We are going to talk about alphabets, how to introduce yourself, the greetings and goodbyes. This is one thing we are going to done. Then we'll do the numbers, which was our agenda for second day, personal pronouns and nominative case. Third, we are going to practice some sentence formation. How can you frame sentences using basic words and questions also. And then we'll move to hobbies and numbers from 21 to 100, and then we'll wind up for the day. For next 2 to 3 hours, we are together. You may grab a cup of coffee, cup of tea, a juice, whatever you want, and ask questions. Even though there are hundreds of questions in mind, you should not hesitate to ask. Remember, no question is a stupid question. Asking no question can be stupid, because the doubts which you have, if you do not ask, will be there in your mind. So रह जाएगा दिमाग में. आप clear नहीं करोगे तो it will stay in mind. So my request is that you should ask as many questions as possible. There are 5 participants so far: Bhavesh, Kripanshu, and Karthik. Alright, this is 12:09. We'll wait for another minute and then we will start. Those who have interacted with me, those who are not, my name is Manoj. I am your German coach for this program. I am going to conduct the session for Bhavesh, where I can get practice material. Of course, Bhavesh, I'll be answering your question throughout the session where you can get practice material. I'll just note down the question which you just raised, where to get practice materials. So Bhavesh asked, where to we find practice materials. Alright, Bhavesh, I have noted down the question and we'll be answering your question step by step. Okay, we start now. So I'll start with the basic queries and the mails which we have received from our participants so far, those who are attending our sessions during the week. So first participant we have is Satish Mishra. I'm not sure whether Satish is online or not, but that's what he wrote. He would like to have more sessions about grammar, phrases, daily expressions, funny words, idioms, slang, culture, food, German language mistakes to avoid. Yes, of course, we will be covering, Satish, this is to address your mail. We will be covering all these sessions with the time. So we have just spent a week. Slowly and gradually we will be working on this one, and the topic which you have mentioned here are to be covered till B1. So A1 is not the level where you should focus on the idioms and slang instantly. Slowly and gradually you should improve your pitch, improve your speed, mug up things, mug up the grammar, practice. That's it. So when you talk about idioms and slang, this comes with the time A2 and B1. So slowly you will be able to identify such kind of things. But thank you very much for writing us your mail and your wish. We will try to cover all these things during our session. Thank you. The next we have received from Achyut Rao Kadam. I am not sure whether Mr. Kadam you are there in the session or not. Right now I'm talking about. So your doubt was how to write name Achyut. It is required to write each letter in German. Example A, C, H, epsilon. Okay. To answer your question, Achyut, we do not spell your name this way. These are the sounds of letters. These are the sounds. If I would like to pronounce your name, we will have to go this way. A, Se, Ha, epsilon, epsilon, U, Te, R, A, O. That's how we are going to pronounce. But we do not write this way. A, Se, Hey. No, this is not the correct way to write. We don't do it. Alright, just allow me one question. Alright, so A, Se, Ha. This is how we spell. We do not write this way. Okay, if you want to spell your name, spelling is same. The letters are written the same way they are spoken. So A, Se, Ha, epsilon, U, Te. Hi Satish. Hi, thank you very much for acknowledging. Ha, Se, Ha, epsilon, U, Te, R, A, O. Right? This is how we spell. But please do not write this way. In case someone asks you to spell your name, this is where our phonetics comes into picture. That we will also be doing phonetics. Vocabulary, normally how many words per day to be learned. So it all depends on you, Achyut Rao, how many words you want to learn. So we do chapter by chapter. We go step by step. In every chapter there are around 20 to 25 words which are supposed to be learned. So slowly and gradually you will be learning the vocabulary. Ideally, hi Raghavendra, thank you for joining in Raghavendra. अच्छा लगा आपने ज्वाइन किया, which is very good. आपके लिए भी अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी है वापस से अपना A1 का सारी चीज़ें रिवाइज करने की. Okay, for 3 hours we are going to work on this one. Okay, so vocabulary याद करने की कोई लिमिट नहीं है. We do not have any limitation, right? It's not the case कि मुझे 50 words daily याद करने ही करने हैं. That's not going to be easier. So go step by step, 10 words, 20 words, 30 words. So it all depends on your capability, how much you can learn in a day. Any formula to learn words easily for A1? No, it's not a mathematics. We don't have any formula to learn words easily. We just have to learn words. No, we just have to practice the sound and learn the words. So pay attention to your trainers when they are conducting your sessions during your weekdays. Pay attention to every word they pronounce. They will give enough opportunity to ask you to pronounce the same thing. So you need to pay attention to the trainers how they are pronouncing. For example, if I want to say Pesh Haise Manoj. So this is how Haisen is pronounced. Haisen, right? Ich komme aus Neu-Delhi. Ich komme aus Indien. Ich wohne in Neu-Delhi. That's how the pronunciation works. So during your session, you just have to pay attention to the words. And I would suggest you all to please listen to the words as many times as possible. For example, this very good website. I mean, your trainers might have given you the link, which is dict.cc. If you go to this dictionary and you type any word, hyphen. I type hyphen. I want to know the meaning of hyphen. And you see these sound buttons here, sound buttons. If you press this one, you will be able to listen to the sound of the word. It is Heitzen. So you click on this one, understand the sound, and then practice it along. That's the best possible way. And I would suggest this dictionary, dict.cc. This is the dictionary which you should use during your learning. Thank you very much everyone again for joining in. I would again request you all to please write down your names so that I come to know who is with me today. I am finding difficulty while making W fragen and making sentences. Yes, we understand, Achyut Rao. There is of course a challenge when we want to frame sentences or asking questions. It is always difficult. In A1 level, you should not be worried about this exercise or this point, because in A1 your task is generally to mug up things as much as possible. You should be having less worry about sentence formation, rather you should be more worried about the pronunciation part. Try to pronounce things. So after, in your Arbeitsbook, which is our workbook, after every chapter there is some sort of vocabulary given. I'll show you. So let me open my book, which is on my desktop. Eins. Yeah, here. Arbeitsbook. Let me open this. So if I go at the end of the chapter, every chapter there is some vocabulary which is given. After every chapter there is some vocabulary which is given. You see this one. We call it Lernwortschatz. Lernwortschatz. Okay, this is your vocabulary which you should learn. If you have not received this book, please write an email, or I'll make sure that you all receive the link of the book which you can download. We will give you course book, we'll give you our bytes book, everything we'll provide you in PDF form. So you do not need to be bothered about the book. So this is what you should learn every day. So der Name, and one important suggestion, please learn the nouns with the article. Der Name, der Vorname, der Nachname, die Telefonnummer, die Handynummer, die Hausnummer, and so on and so forth. That's how, right? So in your workbook, which is my Arbeitsbook, after every chapter there is Lernwortschatz given, learning vocabulary. Alright, we go back to our mail. So I hope, Achit Rao, I answered your question or query, though I have received concerns or queries only from 3 participants so far, right? But at least 3 is enough. Hi, Achit Rao. So I hope I answered your question. So how to write your name? You do not need to write this way. This is how we pronounce. This is our spoken form. We do not spell this way, right? So we do not. If someone asks you to spell out your name, you should simply say A, say A, epsilon, U, T, R, A, O. But do not write this one. It is not going to be accepted and will be considered as the wrong pronunciation. To pronounce this way in written form, we have phonetics in picture, which we will be learning going forward. Now we have learner Rahul. Hi Rahul, I do not know whether you are there. So Rahul, my doubt is all about practice. First of all, I appreciate your response, your mail. I am very glad to have such kind of beautiful feedback. This is really motivating. So my doubt is all about practice of German, to be specified while making sentences or while making question. Again, the same concern. You want, Bhavesh, how we plan to revise grammar and vocab? Bhavesh, I'll just note down your question and we'll address it going forward. So to be specified while making sentences or while making question, either W or Ja, Nein, Kein. It all depends, Rahul, how do you want to ask? If I want to ask question with W, like what are you doing? Was machst du? What are you learning? Was lernst du? What's your name? Wie heißt du? Right? So these are the questions which you need explanation, right? And yes, no kind of questions are the questions which are always answered in yes or no. So, lernst du Deutsch? Are you learning German? Wohnst du in Indian? Or wohnst du in Gurgaon? Wohnst du in Bangalore? So, do you live in Bangalore? Do you live in this one? So, these kind of questions are always answered in Ja oder Nein. Right. So, we use different words like country, person, food, okay. Different words like country. What do you, Rahul? Your question is not clear. What exactly do you want to ask through this question? It seems to be a statement rather not to be a question. My doubt is how to memorize those words or verb which we need often. How do you memorize? You just need to learn again and again. Try to pronounce these words again and again as much as possible, right? So this is where you will your these words will automatically be stored in your mind, or verbs which we need often. So in A1, I am your student Abhijit from Handwerk. Hi Abhijit, thank you. Yes, Abhijit, for sure. Thank you very much for writing down. We'll definitely plan. So, my doubt is how to memorize those words or verbs which we need often. Uh, I should suggest Rahul go step by step. Follow the book. So, in every chapter in the book, in the course book, is designed as per the Goethe pattern. Follow the content. If chapter 1 says these are the words to be learned, learn only those words. If chapter 2 says these are the words and the verbs, learn only those words. So focus on the content which is given in the book. Follow the book, right? uh, since their pronunciation and spelling also different, yes, I do agree on this question. Pronouncing German words is not easier, but I would say it's not difficult too. With little more practice and little more efforts, you will be able to pronounce the words very soon. It's not that much of easy to memorize all such words. Your statement is correct, Rahul. It's not easy, but I would try to give you motivation. It's not difficult too. So there is a concept called syllables. Once you are aware of the syllables, you will be able to pronounce all these words very easily. So syllables play very important role in your learning and your pronunciation things. Is there any trick to memorize? No, there is no trick to memorize, Rahul. You just have to learn from day one. Can you conduct a small test for verbs and words? Yes, tests will be conducted going forward by your trainers and they will definitely assist in this one. So, Rahul, if you are on the session, I would please request you to acknowledge whether I answered your queries or not. And rest everyone, I request you to please write down your names in the chat box. All right, thank you. I'll move to Bhavesh, and Bhavesh has two questions. Second, how do we plan to revise grammar and revision of grammar and vocab? So Rahul, Bhavesh, all of your two questions are related to each other. So ideally, you want to find practice material, which I will be showing you how and where to find practice materials and what kind of keywords you can use to ask such things to Google to find out practice materials on Google. So these were the few of the mails I received by Bhavesh, Rahul, Achyut Rao and Satish Mishra on the mail. If in case you have any question, you may please ask right now. With I will start with the session in just 2 minutes. Okay, so I do not see any concern coming in, any question coming in. So allow me to start your session, and we are going to learn everything day wise. So what you have learned in your day one is the alphabet, self-introduction, greetings, and goodbye. So let me create a tab with day one. That's what we have learned so far, and this is an opportunity, everyone. Please utilize this opportunity and try to learn it. So we talk about alphabets. So how many alphabets do we have? It's A, B. So these are the letters which we have in German. The letters are written the same way they are written in English. The pronunciation is the only thing which is different. So A is okay. I'll write here the sound and the examples. So A is written same as in father. This is where now this column I'm going to make it in red to help you that it is not supposed to be learnt. Only thing which you are going to learn, okay, exam as, okay, I'll write this way, English and German examples. Share writer sound. This is again, I'll make it green, we'll write italic, and this is how where we have some German examples. Please acknowledge by saying yes if the text is readable. If you are, the font size is enough, it's readable, I would request you to please write yes in the chat box if everything you are able to read. I will move on. I'll proceed with the content. Thank you. Okay. So this letter is pronounced as A, which is as in father. This is pronounced as A, as in father. Thank you, Shubham. Thank you, Kripanshu. Thank you, Ria. Hi, Ria. Satish, thank you very much. A as in father. Now we have German examples. Let me just make it in green. I'll just italic and bold. German examples: Apfel, Anton, Anton. But okay, no sir. AJ says no. Raghavendra say yes, but screen not clear. In that case, Raghavendra, I should suggest please check your network, because from my side it is full HD, and you should check your network, increase the speed, or do some testing. And Abhijit, you too. Apfel. Okay, I'll just increase the size a bit. Perhaps this would be okay. Is that clear now? If not clear, I should suggest go to YouTube, go to your channel, increase network problems. Sir. Yes, Abhijit, I can get it. So in case it is not clear, go to your YouTube. Let me see if that's clear, and I'll go to my channel. So everyone, please do this way. You can click on this one, click on this button which you see, quality, click on the quality and increase the quality to 1080. Increase the quality to 1080 or 720. Please make sure you are connected to Wi-Fi router, not the device. Mobile network will be over because the session is going to be for 2 hours. You are not going to, you will end up losing your data. All right, click on HD or 72, whatever is convenient for you. All right, this will be clear. All right, so A as in father, Apfel, sound is A, always A sound. Right? We have Bay. It's Bay, as in Bombay. I'm going to talk about each and every letter with the proper sound, how these letters are going to be sound one by one. Thank you, Ajay. Thank you, Abhijit, for acknowledging. Bay, as in Bombay. Word like bal, bunk, bunk. Bal, bang. Now, very important. If this B is in the beginning of a sentence or it is in the middle of the sentence, we pronounce it as bay, Bombay. But if this B is in the end of the sentence, that means the word is going to be end with B. Example, this one, lobe. Now we don't pronounce it B. we make very close sound with very close sound to p. So we devoice the sound of b and make it b. Lope, lope, bal, bunk, lope, bal, bunk, lope. That's how we are going to do. Now the sound of this letter is say, 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 as in say in English, as in say. That sound, say, right? Example, Cicero, Cicero, Caesar, Caesar, Cicero, Caesar, Caesar, day, as in day. That sound, day, as in Dora, Dora, dinner, dun, dum, and so on and so forth. Dora. We have A. The sound of this vowel is A. It's my English A. A. English A. Right? And we will never pronounce this letter as E. It is my A. Example, we have England. We don't say England, 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 England. We have F, same as in English. England. F is same as in English. That first sound, fisher, fish. I am your grocer, fan. So this fan is not that fan which we have as an electronic device. It is fan as in I am your fan. Fan. We say fan. We have gay. That girl, gay. Gustav, which is gay as in Ganga. As in Ganga. That girl sound. Ganges. No? So we have Gustav. Gut. Gehen, Geben, G, that G sound, Gustav, Ha, as in haha, as in haha, that Ha sound is going to be there. Hunt, Heim, or we say Heinrich, Ha, that Ha, E, it's my E. It's my English E. Now this vowel is E. It's not A. It's E. As in this Ida. Information. Ida. We will never pronounce it I. I is wrong pronunciation here. E. We have this letter is yacht. The sound of this letter is always going to be yacht, that y sound, as in yar in Hindi, that yar, yar. So it's yacht, yura, yochen, yochen, kha, as in khan, that khan, very close sound, as in khan, kha. Honorat, honorat, Hester, Hester, Knopf, Knopf, Honorat, L, same as in English, Land, Lister, Ludwig, M, same as in English, Martha, mine, Meinung, M, N, same as in English, N, same, Nicholas, 9, O, same as in English, Otto, Otto, Opa, opa. That's my pay. As in pay. You get your pay. We get our pay. Pay. Paula. Prime. Sorry. Of course, yes. So I'll be mailing this Excel sheet to everyone. That's why I'm asking you, please mention your name in the chat box so that by end of the session I can mail this Excel to every one of you. Paula, Prime, Ku, Ku, as in cuckoo, Kual, Kuele, Kual, Kuele, R, R as in R. So in English we call it R. That R sound is there. Here we don't have that R sound. We say R. R. Little trill. We simply trill it little more. In comparison to English, we say R. As in, um, as in that. How do we say? Which word is very close to this one? R. Abhijit. Okay. As in relation. That R. As in relation. That R sound. R. Richard. Rishtish. Rest. Richard. Rishtish. Rest. S. S. Same as in English, but S has three sounds. We will talk about sound of S after this alphabet. S, same as in English, like Siegfried, house, mouse, clouds. Let me just highlight it in yellow because it has three sounds. So S has three different sounds which we will be learning just now. Che, che, as in thunder, that term, as in thunder, thund. Theodore, tail, tongue, oo, as in fool, cool. Oo, that oo sound is going to be there of this particular vowel. Oo. So this is my fifth vowel so far. First is A, E, O and U. We have five vowels, basic vowels to learn. U as in fool. So Udo, Ukraine and so on. Always U. Please remember, in this language, the words are spoken the same way they are written. It's not going to be like English. Few alphabets are silent, few are not. Each and every character is spoken properly. There is a word we call deutlich. Deutlich is clearly. Deutlich, we call it clearly. Alright. The next is foul. We pronounce this letter as foul. It is same as in father. So we will never pronounce this letter as v anywhere. It's all foul. So like Victoria. But if we frame words using foreign words, like in English we call it vase, here it is vase. We will pronounce it vase because vase is not the German word, it is the foreign word, vase. Then we have way. It's same as in way. 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 Wilhelm. While. We have a conjunction called while. V sound. X as in six. Mix. Fix. X. The sound of this letter is X. Xylophone. Xander. Epsilon. You can learn it as epsilon. Up to you how you want to learn. The sound is epsilon. That's the name of this character, this consonant. Epsilon. Sound same as in yar. So the pronunciation is going to be year, but we call it as epsilon. Meyer, Meyer, yer, Meyer. This is set, set, as in uh, set, as in watts. That sound, that TS sound is going to be there. That TS sound is going to be there. Set, set, right? Sight, Zeppelin, Zeitung, sight, Zeppelin, Zeitung. So in this one we have 5 vowels which are A, E, O, U and 21 consonants. 21 consonants. Same, they're written the same way, but they are pronounced as A, B, C, D, A, F, K, H, E, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, and so on. To practice these words, or let's say these letters, I am going to give you a good song. So you can go to your YouTube, ask YouTube to give you ABC rap. ABC rap. You can type this keyword ABC rap and this one, the first one, you should listen to. So spend around 2 minutes on this song. We are waiting for 2 minutes. Everyone, please listen to the song and come back to me and write done in the chat box once you are done. And then tell me how did you like it. If I play here, you won't be able to listen to the song. But please, everyone, type ABC Rap German and let me know how did you like it. Just 2 minutes. This is 12:44. We should start by 12:46. 2 minutes. Enjoy yourself the song. All right. I hope you like that song. So in this session, I'll be giving you step by step tip to practice your pronunciation, sound, and everything. All right. So Bhavesh, I believe uh, you will be happy. Hi Vishnu, thank you for joining in and thank you for acknowledging. Now, in addition to these 26 consonants and the vowels, we have additional four characters. One is one consonant, which is S set. Now, if I write it, this one consonant, which is this S set. You can also write it as double S. You can write this one as double S, and we have three vowels. The sound is the sound of these letters are. This is A. You can write it AE, A as in dad, sad, mad. That's the sound of this vowel, which is A as in dad, sad, mad, A. We have as in cure, cheer, mature. That's how the sound is Now we have U as in new, few, screw, U. Now, there is very common mistake which every learner does while pronouncing these three vowels, especially these two. Oe, it's ear, ew, ew, which is wrong. You have to listen to the sounds of these two consonants again and again, practice it, go to dict.cc, ask it how to pronounce these two vowels, u, u. That's how we pronounce these three. So in total, in German we have 30 characters, 26, same as in English, additional 4. Let's talk about sounds. The first sound we have S. Now in this one, very careful, please. This is very important for all of you. Very, very important. Now S has three sounds. S has three sounds. It is very, very important for all of you to know. S has three sounds. The first sound we have is sh. Second we have z, and third sound we have S. Only S. Why? How? Okay. In case before I start with this topic, in case you have any question, you may please ask. You may please write the question in the chat box. I will answer your question instantly. Or just write no question if you don't have any. In case you joined just now, I request you to write down your name in the chat box. Alright. When do we have this sh sound? When S is before a consonant. Very important. Whenever this S is before the consonant, it is going to be pronounced as sh, as in stehen, spielen, stehen, Sprache, sprechen, sh, always sh, stehen, spielen, stellen, stellen. This is very, very important to know. when S is before a consonant. Now, on the other side, when S is before a vowel, we pronounce it as Z, as in Zagen, Zingen, Sein. We have Zind, always Zagen. S is before a vowel, we pronounce it as Z, Zehen, Zagen, Zingen, Sein. When S is before a consonant, we will pronounce it as Stehen, Spielen, Stellen, Sprache, Sprechen, and so on. Now, S is either in the middle of a word or the last letter of the word. We pronounce it as S. It is either in the middle or it is the last. It is either the middle or the last. Example, ist. Now we see S is in the middle. Frist, Kiste, house in the end, mouse, Klaus, and so on. Three sounds of S. One is sh, second is z, third is s. Before a consonant, stehen, spielen, stellen, Sprache, sprechen. Before a vowel, sagen, singen, sein, sind. Before it's in the middle of the word or the last letter of the word, we pronounce it as s. Ist, frist, kiste, house, mouse, Klaus. Alright. Another sound we have, very interesting sound, is CH. We have the sound of CH. When CH comes together, it generates 5 sounds. We have 5 sounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is 1? One sound is sh. Second is also sh. In what case? Third we have kh. Fourth we have x. And fifth we have ch, as in cha-cha. As in cha-cha. These 5 sounds are there of CH when CH comes together. When, how, why. There is a logic and given rule. Okay, please write in the chat box if these information are going to be helpful for you. The tips which I am giving you to pronounce words properly, are these going to be helpful for you? Please write yes or no in the chat box, or give your opinion on the same. I'm waiting for your response. Thank you, Achyut, to acknowledge. Swapnil, hi, thank you for joining in. Shubham, hi, thank you for joining in. Thank you. That means I am audible. Thank you very much. Let's continue. So when CH is going, sound of sh, sh, x, and ch. 1. When CH is after the vowel, after the hi Rishabh, thank you for joining in. Kripanshu, thank you for acknowledging. After the vowel E, I, E, I, E, I, E, I, E, E. Whenever CH is after the vowel E, I, E, i.e. these one. Thank you Satish, thank you Ria, thank you Karthik for acknowledging. Example, example, ish, mish, aeration, rise, aeration, ration, right? You see, ch is after ei, Busher, leisure, after the vowel e, right? Another, when there is s before ch. When there is s before, hi Vishnu, thank you for acknowledging. When there is s before ch, we pronounce it as as in Schuler, Shader, Shader. When there is s before ch, we pronounce it Shader, Schuler, Scheidung, Entscheiden, sch. On the other hand, if s is after ch, it is going to be pronounced as x, as in Fuchs, book, the Fuchs. All right, Fuchs. H, when ch is after the vowel a, o, u, ow. A, o, u, ow. As in loch, koch, buch, lachen, brauchen. Whenever s is after the vowel a, o, u, and it is going to be pronounced as koch, loch, buch, lachen, brauchen, kochen, and so on and so forth. Now, ch as ch, as this ch, as in chacha. When there is tsch, tsch. So when s is before ch becomes sh, and when t comes before sch it becomes ch. Example, Deutsch, Deutschland, Deutsch, Deutschland. That ch sound of ch. So s and ch, first two sounds. Next we have, whenever ei comes together, ei always sound or always pronounced as I, whenever they comes together. IE always pronounced as E in scene, E as I, always I. AU always pronounced as AU, as in blau, Donau, blau, Donau, au. Okay, so these are the basic sounds which we have in this grammar. Let's move on to the next part, which is our greetings. So we have done the greetings after this one. So basic greetings, greeting, greetings. Greeting we call as Begrüßung and Begrüßungen. How do we pronounce it? We pronounce it this way. Begrüßen, Begrüßung, Begrüßung. My request is not to learn this spelling, and we pronounce as sun, okay. Begrüßungen, Begrüßung, Begrüßungen. Please make sure you do not learn these spellings, unless or else it's going to be a chaos. All right, the first one. Good morning. How do we say that? Guten Morgen. Good day. Guten Tag. How do we pronounce it? Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen. Guten Tag. Guten Tag. Good evening. Guten Abend. Guten Abend. Guten Abend. Guten Abend. Good night. Gute Nacht. Gute Nacht. Gute Nacht. Now please make sure that in night article is always gute, not guten. It is always gute, not guten. कभी भी इसको हम guten नहीं बोलेंगे at no stage, because this night it comes under feminine category. It is my feminine noun, not masculine, not neutral. It's the feminine noun. Gute Nacht. Good night. Right? We say good afternoon. We call it Guten Nachmittag. Guten Nachmittag. Guten Nachmittag. Guten Nachmittag. Good afternoon. Guten Nachmittag. Good afternoon. Alright. You can also say moin moin to express morning, good morning. You can also say servus to express good morning. Servus is also used to express good morning. Right? You may please write any question in the chat box if you have, or else I'll keep continuing. Now, these were the greetings. After greetings, we have see-offs. See-offs. We call it fair up, Schiedung. Fair up, Schiedung. See-off, singular. And if you are aware, we have been delivering or creating our videos, which we are already uploading it on our channel, which is Lingo Guru. You may refer to these kind of videos again and again to practice your language and the sounds. Verabschiedung. Right. So how do we say bye bye? We say bye informally. Bye informally we say tschüss. Tschüss, which is like we say tschüss. Tschüss. Formally you say see you again. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen. auf Wiedersehen. That's how we say bye or see you again. That's my formal. This is formal, this is informal. Formal, informal. You can also say see you soon. You can informally say bis bald. Bis bald. Bis bald. See you then. You can say bis dann. Bis dann. See you then. Bis dann. See you tomorrow. You can say bis morgen. Now, very interesting fact. Please listen. If I am writing morgen in caps, it becomes morning. If I am writing morgen in small caps, it becomes tomorrow. Very interesting. If I am writing morgen in small caps, it becomes tomorrow. If it is capital, it is morning. Always. Always. See you tomorrow, bis morgen. See you on Sunday. Okay, we'll do it this part later. Okay. You can also use servus to express bye bye. Another tip, YouTube. Go back to YouTube. You can practice easy German. Easy German hello. Just type this keyword, easy German hello. Saying hello. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah. Saying hello in Germany. This is important. Yes, Vishnu, can sometimes good afternoon can be called as Guten Tag? Yes, you can. You can definitely pronounce it as or say as Guten Tag, which is perfectly fine. Because we generally don't wish as Guten Nachmittag. We simply say throughout the day, we say Guten Tag. You can watch this particular clip to observe how people greet or they say hello. They say, how do we say hello? Alright, go back to Excel. Now till then, till this part, any question you may please ask. So we were supposed to cover, this is done. Alphabets, self-introduction and greetings we are through with. We are going to start with Zahlen, personal pronouns and nominative case in just 5 minutes. Till the time you can simply grab a cup of coffee, grab tea or whatever. We just have 5 minutes. I am going to stop it for 5 minutes and then we'll continue. Thank you for yes, Achyut Rao. 9 Clark. What do you want to say with this one? 9 Clark. So what do you have to say here? Do you have any doubt? Okay. Let's move on to the next part of the session, which is silent personal pronouns and nominative case. Let's okay. Let's talk about silent, which is numbers, counting. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's how we have learned till now. So 0 is called as null, null, null. Eins, eins, zwei, zwei. And you may please practice with me. Null, eins, zwei, drei. Null, eins, zwei, drei. Vier, fünf, fünf. Sechs, sechs. Sieben, sieben. Acht, acht. Neun, 10. Let's practice this way. It is null, eins, eins, zwei, 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 drei, drei, vier, vier, fünf, 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 sechs, sechs, sieben, sieben, sechs, sieben. Do not learn this spelling, my request to everyone. We are only supposed to learn these one. Eins, zwei, drei, vier, fünf, sechs, sieben, acht, neun, neun. We have boy, neun, neun, neun. 10. Riya Sen, Sushmita Sen, that Sen we have as number 10. With me, you can just practice with me. Null, eins, zwei, drei, vier, fünf, sechs, sieben, acht, neun, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That's how you can practice. Increasing order and then go back to 0. 0 to 10, go back to 0. Let's say I have a number to describe. I want to say meine Nummer ist 9958825681. And how would I say 9, 9, 5, 8, 8, 2, 5, 8. Wait a second, let me go back here. 8, 2, 5, 6, acht, eins. Eins. 9, 9, 5, 8, 8, 2, 5, 6, 8, 1. 9, 9, 5, 8, 8, 2, 5, 6, 8, 1. In case you want to say double 5, you can say doppel 5, doppel 5, or zweimal, or 2 times 5. You can say zweimal, zweimal 5. You want to say 3 times, you say dreimal 5. 3 times 5. You say 4 times 5. 4 times 5. You say viermal 5. Viermal 5. Doppel, zweimal, 2 times. Dreimal, 3 times. Viermal, 4 times. These are our numbers which you have done on day 2 of your free German session. Let's move on to our next topic, and please write down any question if you have in the chat box. I'll simply address the question. And as I said, this session is only to do a quick recap of the content which you have covered in the session with Sonali and Ritisha, and you may please raise your question, doubts during the session. So we have personal pronouns. We call it personal pronomen. Personal pronouns. I, you singular informal, you singular formal, you plural, he, she, it, we, they. These are few of the pronouns, not few of the, these are the personal pronouns which we have in German, and these pronouns are also known as nominative personal pronouns. So they are my nominative personal pronoun, personal pronomen. So it is ich, ich. You may please practice with me. Ich, du, du, sie, er. Oh, this is ihr, er, sie, es, wir, sie. So, ich, du, sie, ihr, er, sie, es, wir, sie. I, you formal, you plural, er, sie, es, wir, and sie. These are the personal pronouns, and the way you are going to learn these pronouns is in a fixed pattern. So pattern is first ich, du, er, sie, es, wir, ihr, sie, sie. I, you, he, she, it, we, you all, you, and. That's how you all are going to learn. That is how you are going to learn. And the reason why you are going to learn, because whenever we going forward, we will be working on the verbs conjugation. So you will be only referring to this pattern. You may please write any question in mind in the chat box if you have. If you have any question, you may please write it in the chat box. If no question, I am moving forward. That's how we're done. And now the next part we have is nominative case. That's what you have done in your day 2 of our free German program. Nominative cases. So nominative sentences which have one subject, one verb, and the information related to the subject are known as nominative sentences. Sentences which have one subject, one verb, and the information related to the subject. Example, I am Manoj. You are Tarun. He is Varun. I am. Now you see, I have one subject which is ish, and a verb and the information. Ish, I say Manoj. I is Varun. Or Varun, do is Tarun. These are our nominative cases. Now in nominative sentences, we have either one noun or one pronoun. When I say that either one noun, one pronoun, these sentences will have either who or what. Who or what. Who are you or what is this? Either who or what. Nominative who is where. Was means what is was. Who, what. In nominative sentences, we have either one noun or one pronoun. Another observation, whenever sein verb is used in a sentence is nominative. Please note down this thing. In present tense, sein verb will never be used as helping verb. So when I say that there is no difference between affirmative and continuous tense. There is no difference. Very important. So for example, I am learning and I learn is same in German, which is ich lerne. In present tense, we will never use sein as helping verb. This is very, very important to know. And there are no exceptions. There are no exceptions. I am learning and I learn is going to be the same in German. Sein verb will never be used as helping verb in German, in present tense. So it is all I am learning, ich lerne, I learn, ich lerne. I am going, ich gehe, I go, ich gehe. I am watching, ich sehe, I watch, ich sehe. I am eating, ich esse, I eat, ich esse. I am driving, ich fahre, I drive, ich fahre. It all depends on the context, in which context we want to say something or in which context we are going to write a sentence. For example, I am talking to you right now. That means it is happening right now. I am talking. Ich rede. I am talking. And if I'm writing a text and I'm saying I talk every day, ich rede jeden Tag. I sleep every day, ich schlafe jeden Tag. I am sleeping right now, ich schlafe gerade. So this is how we understand the nominative. Again, nominative sentences which have one subject, one verb, and information related to the subject are known as nominative sentences. I am Manoj, he is Varun. And in nominative sentences, we have either one noun or one pronoun. Who or what, either who or what. Who are you? What is this? Is nominative. Nominative who is where. Nominative what is was. Whenever we use sein verb, sentence stays in nominative. Example, ich lerne. Okay. Now, sein verb will never be used as helping verb. Ich bin Manoj. Sein verb. Ich bin Manoj. I am Manoj. Ich bin Arzt. I am a doctor. Du bist Tarun. You are Tarun. Du bist ein Pilot. You are a pilot. I have used sein verb. It is my nominative sentence. You may please write any question in the chat box in case you have. Please write your question in the chat box in case you have. Can I write Ich bin Manoj? If yes, what is the difference between what you have written and this one? Are these the formal way of writing? Ich bin Manoj. Okay. Vishnu, this is a good point. Ich heiße Manoj is how people call me. How am I called at home? Ich heiße is how are you called as at home or how people recognize you. So for example, you are Vishnu. So du bist Vishnu. Du heißt Vishu. You are called as Vishu. How people call you. Ich bin Manoj. Ich heiße Manu. I am Manoj. People call me Manu. For example, that's the only difference. But you can say Ich bin Manoj. That's fine. Initially, you can definitely use that. Vishnu, I hope I answered your question. So, Ich bin Manoj is also okay. Ich heiße Manoj is also okay. Ich heiße is how am I called as. So, if you are introducing yourself to a group of people or to someone in a meeting, hello, ich heiße Stefan. Hi, my name is Stefan. Or ich bin Stefan. I am Stefan. Vishnu, please acknowledge if I answered your question. Vishnu, please acknowledge if I answered your question. Okay. You may acknowledge. Perhaps the streaming is a little slower. Let's learn how do we conjugate the sein verb. The verb sein, our first verb of present tense and nominative. So what pronoun do we have? Ich, du, er, sie, es, wir, ihr, sie, sie. As I said, we will be learning all these pronouns in this way. So ich bin, which is I am, du bist, which is you are, er, sie, es ist, which is he, she, it is, wir sind, which is we are, ihr seid, which is you all are, sie sind, which is you are, they are. You are, they are. That's my verb sein, which means to be. Sein, ich bin, du bist, er, sie, es ist, wir sind, ihr seid, sie sind, sie sind. Thank you for answering, Vishnu. Okay, you may please write any question in the chat box in case you have in mind. Okay, this is also covered. That's done. Let me just make it green. We talk about sentence formation and question framing. In nominative, how do we frame sentences? Let's write sentence formation. So we frame first simple sentence. Simple sentence. Pay attention to this part, everyone. Very important for all of you. We are only going to focus on the nominative sentences so far. Simple sentence. We have subject, we have verb, and we have information. Subject, verb, and information. That's my first place. That's my second place. That's my third place. Example: Ich bin Manoj. Du bist Tarun. Er ist ein Pilot. So if you see, I am just using the rule. Subject first place, verb second place, and information third place. Subject, verb, information. Subject, verb, information. Subject, verb, information. Subject, verb, information. We talk about interrogative, or let's say negative. Subject, second verb, third you add nicht, and then we write information. Nicht, which means not. Ich bin nicht Manoj. Du bist nicht Tarun. Er ist nicht Pilot. Nicht, which is not. We talk about interrogative. Interrogative W-Frage. So first category is W-Frage. W-Frage means W question. W question. So first place we have W-Frage. Second place we have verb. Third place we have subject. And next we have information if there is any. Example: Wer bist du? Who are you? Wer bist du? Wie heißt du? Wie heißt du? Then we have the next category, which is Ja-Nein-Frage. Ja-Nein-Frage. So these are the questions which are always answered in yes and no. It is always answered in yes, no, right? So, are you Tarun? So, first position verb, second we have subject, and we have information if there is required. So, bist du Tarun? Ist er Sachin? Ist sie Stefanie? And so on. Verb, subject, information. Please comment in the chat box if you really like this particular session. Sentence formation. Is it going to be helpful for all of you? Please comment and please help me with the feedback. Please help me with the feedback whether you like this or no. Your feedback is really important. Thank you, Achyut. Satish, thank you very much for acknowledging. So there are more than 200 participants who are attending the session right now, but I can see only 9 or 10 being here with me. That's okay. They can refer to the video later on. But I suggest, if I am, this is my request. If I am no coming live for all of you, this message is for everyone. You also please try to spare some time and ask your doubts. It makes no sense because during the weekday, thank you, Kripanshu. Thank you very much for the nice feedback. During the weekdays, we give very less opportunity to everyone to interact and to ask questions due to the limit time period. The session is only for 40 minutes, and in that session period, the trainer's responsibility is to deliver the content. So we have less opportunity to interact and ask questions. But when we talk about the live session, you have enough opportunity to come up with your questions, write your feedbacks, and everything. This is the best opportunity I am offering to all of you without even asking anything in return. Okay. When we say he is not a pilot, does ein is not necessary? Er ist nicht ein Pilot. If I say ein Pilot, that means we are talking about one pilot. So we don't say ein. Also, ist nicht Pilot. You can say, ist, ideally we say kein Pilot. Ist nicht Pilot, ist nicht ein Pilot, ist kein Pilot. We don't need. It's not mandatory. He is not a pilot. Or alternatively, you can say ist kein Pilot. So kein is the combination of nicht plus ein. But that's a good question, Vishnu. That means you are observing it very keenly. I'm very glad to have your questions. All right. More questions, please. If not, let me move to the next part. This is done. Hobbies, numbers from 21 to 100, or phonetics. If you have any question in these two topics, you may please ask, or I'll wind up by covering the phonetics in the last section, because hobbies, you just have to learn the words. There's nothing special. What's special here is the phonetics. Now, when do we need phonetic? This is important questions. This is an important question. When do we need phonetics? Phonetics we need when we are spelling out our name and we are talking to someone over call, and our counterpart is not, the sound is not clear to the counterpart. So, and what we say, we generally ask our counterpart to spell out the name, and we spell it this way. For example, I am talking to Vishnu over a call, and I say, Vishnu, what's your name? So he says, my name is Vishnu. I ask him to spell it. He spells VISHNU. When we are listening to some kind of information over call, it is very difficult for us to identify similar sounds. Like I say, the sound of S and F is pretty similar. So I have to request Vishnu again, is it S or is it F? So Vishnu says S as in Shimla. Similar sounds are with B and V and P and M and N. They are similar sounds. So in that case, in these scenarios, we need phonetics. So we have a default structure of phonetics, which is the names. So you can learn it. A, V, Anton. V means as in. A, V, Anton. You may please copy this. B, V, Bertha. A, V, Anton. B, V, Bertha. C, V, Caesar. D, V, Dora. A, V, Emil. F, V, Friedrich. G, V, Gustav. H wie Heinrich, E wie Ida, J wie Jochen, K wie Konrad, L wie Ludwig, M wie Martha, N wie North Pole, or you can say Nicholas, O wie Otto, P wie Paula, Q wie Kual, or you say Quelle, R wie Richard, S wie Siegfried, T wie Theodor, U wie Udo, V wie Victor, W wie Wilhelm, X wie Xylophone or Xander, X wie Xander. Epsilon is epsilon. So we don't have any specific name with Y. So Eps wie epsilon. Set wie Zeppelin. So these are our default phonetics which you can use while expressing your or spelling your name. For example, my question is V hyphen Z, and the person says ich heiße Sieg, let's say Meyer. Ich heiße Meyer. So now Meyer, this is very common name in German. It is written in three ways. This is also Meyer, this is also Meyer, and this is also Meyer. This is also Meyer. So you have to ask the person to spell out. That's all Meyer, Meyer, Meyer. So the person spell M V Martha, A V Emil, E V Ida, A V Emil, and R V Richard. That's how, or you can directly spell it as Martha, Emil, Ida, Emil, Richard. Now this tells me that I am talking about this Maya and not any other Maya. That's the correct Maya we are talking about. So how do I spell my name? Martha, Anton, North Pole, Otto, Julius. Very quickly, I request everyone to spell your name using these phonetics in the chat box. Try to spell. Let me paste this in the chat box. Try to spell your name in the chat box. You may take it. 200 words. You may take it from the chat box and paste it somewhere where you want to refer it. It will take around 2 minutes of time, and with this, after this, we'll wind up the session. If you have no question in mind, then we'll say adios. Please try to spell out your name in the chat box. So for example, Karthik, how would you spell your name? Konrad, Anton, Richard, Theodore, Ida, Konrad, Karthik. That's how we have to pronounce. Now I'll come to know, okay, we are talking about K-A-R-C-E, Please spell out. Please try to spell your name in the chat box. Achyut says Anton, Caesar, Heinrich, Epsilon, Udo, Theodore. It's not complete, Achyut. Oh, you say only wrote Achyut. Correct. Very nice. Now, Achyut, do you know? Now you come to know how do we spell our names. And the way you said it was not the correct way to pronounce or to spell out. I'm sure this particular session is very helpful for all of you. Thank you. And rest everyone, are we trying to spell out? Please spell if you want to practice with me, or else it is your choice whether you want to do it later or you want to do it right away. Vishnu says Victor, Ira, Siegfried, Heinrich, North Pole, Udo. Wonderful, Vishnu. Thank you. Now my request would be, please do not forget to leave your feedback in the comment box once the session is ended. Your feedback is going to be really useful for all of us to deliver session more effectively and appropriately. I'm sure my trainers Sonali and Ritisha, they are doing wonderful job. I do not doubt it, and they are doing, they are delivering the content as we have planned. So we are going to finish the session on time. I have been receiving multiple inquiries for to attend the session in the middle of this one. So there are a couple of participants in the session. Kripanshu is one who wants to attend session from tomorrow at 12 o'clock. So Kripanshu, if you feel comfortable after having knowledge of this one, you may definitely join in from tomorrow onwards, or it is your call. All right. So you may please ask any question you have in mind. Any question you have, you may please ask in the chat box. That's how we are going to conduct our doubts and queries session every Sunday between 12 to 3. I'll be available for all of you to answer your question, doubts. Please do leave your comments, your feedback after the live session is ended in the comment section. It is going to be really helpful for all of us, especially for our trainers. They will feel really motivated by your words because they are putting a lot of effort in conducting the sessions. All right, if no question, I would say auf Wiedersehen, auf Wiedersehen, bis zum nächsten Sonntag. Adios, tschüss, and wir sehen uns wieder am nächsten Sonntag. You can opt any of this one. Thank you very much. जी begrüßen की spelling में okay, Karthik deleted the message. So I'll be sharing this Excel sheet with everyone for your reference. You may get it. All right, everyone. Then, tschüss, adios. Till next time. Please do not forget to leave your feedback in the comment section of the, not the chat window, but in the comment section which is available under the video. And if you wish, you can definitely give your inputs on LinkedIn or any platform where you wish to upload it, where you wish to put this one. It is all up to your. The more you appreciate, the more our trainers will feel motivated. Thank you. Cheers.